Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
I have grown children that I need off my payroll. And I'm on baby step 2. I've oversaved actually on 1. And I can't seem to get any further because I have a 30-year-old that works part-time. He says he can't find a job. His resume is 3 pages long. He has no education, no skills per se. His father, we can go way back, was abusive. So he was put in a mental place for a while for PTSD and some bipolar issues. So when he gets out of that, and now we don't have a full-time job, my daughter is wanting to start back to school in January, and I'm still doing a student loan from when she was doing it before. I know I'm enabling, and I don't know how to stop, and I don't want them living on the street. I can go on for days.
Let me help you. If they're 31 and they're on the streets, it's their choice.
I know.
Not yours.
And I don't know, it's hard. It's you don't want them to be that way.
I don't want them to be that way either, honey.
Well, and he has some, I mean, from what you outlined, is he taking care of himself, like
no,
medically?
He does not take care of himself.
Medically,
no,
though?
Not.
Like take medication,
No,
all of it for bipolar? Like, is he...
He'll start it, and then he doesn't take it, and he'll start it, and he doesn't take it. He does not, because that would cause conflict, and I don't...
Good.
I put him in an apartment. He had a beautiful apartment, and I took him out of the beautiful apartment, and then I put him in a crap hole. It's literally a crap hole, thinking he'll live.
Well, there's a chance he can afford that. No,
it's still $1,200. It's still $1,200. Okay. I'm still helping pay for it.
All right. So, what you have to ask yourself is, 10 years from today, what is best for him? What is best for your daughter? What is the most loving act you can give them? I'll answer that for you.
Please do.
that they have the dignity of having stood on their own 2 feet like adults.
Okay.
You are taking their dignity away from them.
I'm writing. And I have screamed, cried, prayed. God thinks I'm just being funny now.
100% of enablers are sweet people. You are a sweet person. You are devastating your children. You're hurting them.
I teach. I know better. I know how to make my children at school, problem solve.
If you get it through your head that you're harming them, you'll quit doing it.
Okay.
You've got to actually accept the reality that you're harming them.
Okay.
And once you do that, you'll quit doing it. You wouldn't ever give a drunk a drink. You wouldn't ever give a bag of heroin to a heroin addict. You would never do that. You're too sweet a person. Right?
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
You're bringing harm to them.
Yeah, but I will say there's a level of complication and complexity from what you kind of just outlined, that he has issues. I mean, he spent time in a mental facility. He has mental health. So
how long ago?
Oh God, so that's been a good 5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and they both have this, this abusive father thing going on, but they can't get rid of it. I'm like, let it go, let it go.
Well, go see a therapist.
Yeah.
The thing is this, okay? I'm not suggesting that you're mean spirited, or even that you just announce suddenly in a fit of anger that I'm done, I've had it. That's not what we're suggesting. But I would say that I'm going to look at this young man at Christmas and say,
and daughter,
and say, okay, I can do 60 more days of this. And so I'm making that number up. You can decide whether you want to do 30 days or 60 days. You can't go longer than 60. I won't let you. All right?
Okay.
But I'm going to support, and I'm going to give you some help for the next 60 days. This is your warning. So you need to ramp up to get ready to receive 0 as of March 1, the end of February.
Okay.
And you tell them that during Christmas here, and you say, I love you, and I'm really so sorry that I have mishandled my relationship with you because it's kept you from going and being all that you want to be. And I'm going to be so proud of you when you go and be all that you're supposed to be. And I'll be cheering for you. And I'll be here to cry with you.
And also, Teresa, and Teresa, you just know you're not in a place to be able to help someone financially. You're in baby step 2.
You're broke.
You have debt, right? I'm like, so
Yeah.
that's part of the equation. I mean, honestly, and I think, maybe there's other options if you were on the other side of all of this financially, of things of like, okay, but you don't have money.
If you were a multimillionaire, I would tell you exactly the same thing though. But you can say, hey, mom's broke. And part of the reason I'm broke is I've been supporting these adult children, which is an actual oxymoron. This is a weird phrase we use, adult children. What does that mean even? But I'm not able to do it anymore, and I'm not going to do it anymore because I've come to realize that I'm bringing you harm when I'm doing that. And so the good news is I'm giving you a little warning. The bad news is as of March 1, you will receive 0 from me going forward, except my love, my prayers, and my cheerleading. But there will be no more money after this date. And you set the date and make it very clear. Don't hedge around it. And don't go, well, if it's in... No, shut up. Very clear. This is the date. It's a contract. And then follow it up with an email, just reminding you what I told you over Christmas. I love you. I'm cheering for you. I'll be here for you. If you need a meal, come over. I'll feed you dinner. But there'll be no more money after March 1. I'm broke, and I'm having to clean up my mess, and I'm cheering for you to go be your best self.
Okay.
Are you going to do that because you love them so much you're going to make them have their own dignity?
I love you so much, I'm going to do that for everybody.
You're sweet. You are the sweetest lady. Enablers are the nicest people.
But it's so. I mean, Teresa, seriously though, I'm like, as a mom, it's devastating. I mean, like that would be so difficult if you really did believe, if I'm not helping my child, they're going to be on the street.
If you really do,
like if that's really it,
if you don't believe that you're bringing them harm, you're not facing reality.
I know,
because it's not a sustainable life to live without dignity.
I hear you. I know, but it's just hard.
Work
I'm just
ethic,
empathizing with Teresa. It's hard.
That's why you bought your own milk shortly after getting out from under my control. I don't buy stuff anymore. You're gonna make your own.
Oh, I know.
Make your own way, little pig.
I know.
Make your own way. There's a big bad wolf out there. Be careful. Make your own way. I'll be cheering for you. Create your free every dollar budget today. The simplest way to budget for your life.